In this lesson, we will be able to identify quadrilaterals by their attributes. I want to start off by talking about the word attributes. The definition of an attribute is a property of an object or person or something you can say it has. For example, the attributes of a horse would include the horse's height, speed, and color. For today's lesson, we will be focusing on the attributes of a quadrilateral. A quadrilateral is a polygon with 4 sides. There are several examples of quadrilaterals. The names rectangle, square, parallelogram, rhombus, and trapezoid give a more descriptive name based off their attributes. In this lesson, we will talk about each of these. I will focus on the following attributes of a number of sides, side description, number of angles, and angle description. The first one I will discuss is rectangle. The rectangle has 4 sides and has 2 pairs of parallel sides and opposite sides that are congruent. Congruent means same size and shape. So in reference to the rectangle, the opposite sides of the rectangle are the same. There are 4 angles in a rectangle. Each of these angles are right angles. A right angle measures 90 degrees. It is often referred to as a square corner. A square has 4 sides, and all of its sides are congruent, and 2 sets of parallel sides. This means each side is the exact same size. There are 4 corners in a square, and all of the corners form right angles. A parallelogram also has 4 sides. A parallelogram has 2 sets of congruent and parallel sides. The parallelogram has 4 angles. A rectangle is a parallelogram, but a parallelogram does not specify what kind of angles needed. A parallelogram can take many different forms. A rhombus has 4 sides that are all congruent. There are 4 angles. A square is a rhombus, but not all rhombi are squares. It depends on the size of the angle. Only rhombi with right angles can be identified as a square. A trapezoid has 4 sides and 4 angles. It has at least 1 pair of parallel sides. Today, we were able to discuss the term quadrilateral. We identified the rectangle, square, parallelogram, rhombus, and trapezoid based off of their attributes. The attributes we discussed were the sides, side description, parallel sides, number of angles, and angle description. Our objective in this lesson was to identify quadrilaterals by their attributes. We were able to talk about parallel sides and angles to help us identify rectangles, squares, parallelograms, trapezoids, and rhombi.